I regret marrying you. I cursed the day I met you, Mary. Uncle John shouted. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Uncle John's voice was loud and filled with pain. He stood in the small living room, his hands shaking. Mrs. Mary stood across from him, her eyes wide and full of tears. Earlier that day, Uncle John had been happy. He woke up early and went to work at the car repair shop. He spent the day fixing cars, thinking about Mary. He loved her so much and wanted her to be happy. It was their wedding anniversary, and Uncle John had a plan. He had saved money for months to buy Mary a beautiful gold necklace. He also bought her favorite chocolate cake. He wanted to surprise her and see her smile. As he walked home that evening, the sky was orange and pink. He felt excited, thinking about how happy Mary would be when she saw the gift. But when he reached the house, something felt strange. The curtains were closed, and the door was not locked. Uncle John stepped inside quietly. The house was too quiet. Then he heard a soft laugh coming from the living room. His heart began to beat fast. Slowly, he walked to the living room. When he looked inside, he stopped. Mary was sitting on the couch with another man. They were sitting very close, laughing together. The man whispered something into Mary's ear, and she smiled. Mary, Uncle John said. His voice was low, but it was shaking. Mary turned around quickly, her smile disappearing. The man jumped up, looking scared. He grabbed his shoes and ran out of the house without even saying a word. Uncle John stared at Mary. Who was that? He asked quietly. Mary looked down at the floor. She couldn't say anything. Who was that man, Mary? Uncle John asked again, louder this time. What was he doing in my house, sitting so close to you? Mary started to cry. John, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to find out like this. Find out what? Uncle John shouted. That you were with another man? While I've been working hard to take care of you. Mary tried to explain. John, I was lonely. You're always at work, and I... Stop. Uncle John said, his voice angry. Don't blame me for what you did. I was working for us, Mary. For our future. And this is what you do? Uncle John sat down, feeling tired and broken. He put his face in his hands and thought about the day he married Mary. He remembered how happy he was, how much he loved her. Now, that memory only made him feel worse. Mary knelt in front of him, tears running down her face. John, I made a mistake. Please give me another chance. I'd do anything to make it right. But Uncle John didn't answer. He stood up, picked up the cake and the necklace, and walked out of the house. He didn't know where he was going, but he knew he couldn't stay there. As he walked into the cool night, Uncle John felt his heart breaking. Maybe I was wrong to believe in love, he thought. And for the first time, Uncle John felt truly